Entrepreneur and engine builder for NASCAR, Joey Arrington had a few friends over at the Fieldcrest Lodge for Thanksgiving. Arrington wants to refurbish the lodge and also make it open for overnight stays, which appears to look like a bed and breakfast.
Have I got everybody's attention? First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I hope you see a lot of faces that you recognize and faces that you are familiar with, and some of them maybe not so good memories, but that's okay for today. Again, I want to thank you, and I want to thank everyone in Martinsville and Henry County for letting me back in the county again. I've been gone for a little while, but I'm going to try and get back. You know, you just never know. Somebody's got to do a little bit of business with Chris here and others and just make stuff happen. But anyway, we're going to try. As far as the lodge here today, we've been having this Thanksgiving breakfast for about 10 years now, and how it got started was it got started about 10 years ago. It was my mom, my dad, and myself, because he couldn't find a place to eat breakfast on Thanksgiving morning. And then it was the next Thanksgiving, it was his buddies, and then it grew from that to this. So last year we had about 50 people, and I'm not sure how many here today, but it's a good crowd. But anyway, as far as the lodge, probably in the next couple of years we're going to spend a lot of time here, and hopefully we can gather up some partners to help us out and or help the community out, really, to get things prepped for the 250, the birthday of this country. So we hope to have Martinsville, Henry County to be a destination and hang out for a while and leave some of the memories and leave some dollars to help us all. So anyway, that's about it. And Miss Shauna is going to say blessing, and we're going to eat.
After the big announcement, we had a chance to talk to Arrington about the plans.
Well, we eventually, we've got to get the main buildings sort of up to code, to standard, to accommodate some of our guests. And then after that, this past summer, we got the swimming pool going, and there's a lot of activities here, potential activities. And then between now and 2026, we plan on having some standalone cabins all throughout the property. We have intentions to have activities on the Smith River, and then we want to be sure and include Patrick County and Pennsylvania County around us and some of the things they got going. For example, in Danville, the Caesars gambling and then four-wheeling side by side through the mountains. And we hope to provide transportation and connections for all these activities.
Where did the idea come from?
Just sitting around talking, trying to think of what we really need here to generate some interest.
Right.
And certainly we won't want to leave out Field Rock Lake. It's probably, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful lakes in the country.
Right. You still love Martinsville, Henry County, don't you?
Well, home is always home. I had a business elsewhere.
Right. Well, you think by 2026 we'll be ready to roll?
I hope to be ready to roll, maybe even before. Martinsville Race Weekend, we've already got the place committed for a group out of Canada. Actually, they're from Martinsville, Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, we plan to, maybe 2024 will be a good kickoff for us.
Well, I know you got the Speedway auto place going and everything. I mean, you've been pretty active here this year.
Well, it's the auto center. We got to get it trimmed back and get everything rocking and rolling there. And then the rest of the building is sort of turned into some people call it a museum. I call it a storage for myself. But
right.
It has some interest, it looks like, with people, the old race cars and some of the memorabilia of certainly my life.
Will that race event, will that become an annual event, you think?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about that.
I think it was kind of well liked.
Well, we got to figure out a subject. We can't. The moonshine thing will only go so far. So we got to think.
Oh, you talk about racing. You talk about storylines forever.
Exactly. We got to figure out. We got to figure out how to make an event that's new every year.
I got you.
A lot of interest. And I know the people that were there have commented on it just like you said. They loved it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Figure out how to.
Well, keep doing it, Joey.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
All right. From the Fieldcrest Lodge, I'm Charles Rourke for Star News.